All right, so as we all know, Antonio Brown has been a headache for the Raiders recently. He really has. Antonio Brown's been all over the place, from the frostbitten foot to the whole I'm going to retire because of my helmet to getting in a fight with the GM and this and that and back and forth. And finally, this week, everything went down. So this is going to be a quick reaction, my personal reaction to what happened. So if you haven't been following the storyline, which if you're an NFL fan, I'd imagine that you were following the storyline. This dude went from, injured with the frostbitten foot, like I said, to wanting to retire, to this week just nuts. He went from he was going to be suspended. Who knows how long? No one knows how long he was going to be suspended for, but they said he was going to be suspended because he got into a fight with the GM Mike Mayock, which I mean doesn't really shock a lot of people considering how Antonio Brown has been lately. So you have that fight with Mike Mayock going on and everything that he has with that, which is beyond me why you would even get in a fight with your GM of your team. So I don't understand that. So they said that they were going to suspend him. And then they said that they were going to withhold $30 million from him because that was his guaranteed money. So they said that they were going to withhold that guaranteed money and that he no longer had guaranteed money. Then he came in, gave this apology, and said, apparently it was a heartfelt apology to the Raiders, like for trying to ask for their forgiveness and all this stuff and how he's sorry. And then Antonio Brown released a video on YouTube of a phone call that he had with Coach John Gruden and everything that went down in that phone call, which is just nuts. And he made it look like a Nike ad. Like, what are you doing, Antonio? I don't understand what you're doing or your thought process was. And then afterwards, after he gave the apology, they let him know like all this stuff, and he was going to be suspended, and they were going to withhold his guaranteed money. And so he threw up a post on Instagram. If you haven't seen it, go look at it. And he said this little message at the end said, "Release me at Raiders." And so they gave him his wish. The Raiders released Antonio Brown before the guy even played a single regular season snap for the team. And so there was all the hype of, where's he going to go? Who is he going to sign with? There are a couple people I saw, Packers. There was back and forth with Eagles fans. And of course, always Patriots. Whenever there's an all-star or an elite talent out there, a Pro Bowl, a guy like Antonio Brown, they're always in the mix. And of course, where does he sign? He signs with the Patriots. Of all the teams in the league, he signs with the Patriots. So now you got Tom Brady throwing to Edelman, Josh Gordon, and now Antonio Brown. And I'm seeing rumors that the Gronk might want to come out of retirement. Who knows if that's going to happen, but that's what I'm seeing. So my instant reaction is seriously. Seriously, did that just happen? It's bad enough that the Patriots are easily going to win that division like they always do. But now you got Antonio Brown over there, Tom Brady throwing to Antonio Brown. You can't triple cover, you can't double cover three guys that they have out there. So it's just going to be nuts. I'm fed up with it. I think it's obnoxious. I think it's annoying. Antonio Brown, what are you doing? The guy's ring chasing. Clearly he wants a ring. I so badly hope that the Patriots don't win it this year just to prove him wrong. This has just been a headache for everybody. If you have him in your fantasy team, I'm sure that you're annoyed by it. If you're like me and you drafted Josh Gordon and Antonio Brown, now what do you do? Because we have both of those guys in the same team. So I don't know what to do about it. Me personally, my instant reaction is seriously, like this all had to go down at the end. He ended up in New England. So we'll see how this works out. I don't know. That's a lot of guys that are going to want a lot of balls thrown their way from Tom Brady. So we'll have to see. But for now, I cannot believe everything that happened with Antonio Brown. And it's going to be an interesting storyline to see how he handles stuff in New England.